Hi, let's understand how to import the bank entries from Excel to Tally. So the first step is this is the bank statement that we've got in Excel. So let's copy this and paste it into the accounting folder on OneDrive on our Google Drive. And this is actually for Mr. A we are doing. And I don't see that Mr. A is created. So let's create a new Google Sheet. So we've pasted all the entries from Excel, which was there in Excel, into a Google Sheet. So these are the transactions that has happened with Mr. A during the financial year 2021. So the question is, each one of these has to be mapped to the ledger account that is exactly matches with the tally. Okay. So this is for the period 2021 of Mr. A, and you can see that no vouchers have been entered. So the first step is to first import the entire list of all the ledger accounts that are there. So for this, we have to go to chart of accounts in Tally Prime and then go to ledgers. And here we have the entire list of ledgers in Mr. A's tally. All we have to do is a simple Alt E. Just click on this export and we get this list of accounts that are there. Copy this and again paste it in a next tab. So we'll call this as chart of accounts and we'll call this as the bank statement. Okay. So the question is each one of the entry should be mapped with these ledgers. So let's look at the first entry. It says MR Enterprises. The amount has been received. You can see it here, the withdrawal or the deposit. So this is for a simple example. I've taken the opening balance to be nil. We just have the first transaction, that was the receipt of 80,000 from MR Enterprises. So I believe it is a client name. So instead of me typing here, I'll have to again look for MR Enterprises here and then copy it and paste it. Copy it and paste it. Instead of this, we can go and do a data validation. Data validation with a list here. Go to data validation from a list and take the list from this chart of accounts, AA column, and save this. So here I don't have to every time go and copy paste the ledger account from the next tab. It automatically comes here. For example, the next entry says it is a withdrawal amount. So that is a payment. Lodha book, which means it is spent on books and periodicals. It just automatically comes here. You just have to click it because books and periodicals is already created in our tally. And the same thing has appeared here. Next, the tax 11,000 to 30. This is the income tax that is paid. Since the ledger is already there, we are able to get it. Kite deposit, Zerodha broking. So Zerodha broking, given that there is a share transaction, we can in the first place do something like this. Filter it, and then clear everything. Select only Zerodha. So we can just do filter by condition. Text contains zero. These are all the entries that are there as a Zerodha. But we don't have a ledger that is created here in the tally already. So we have to create a new ledger. So now instead of going back to the tally and every time and then doing it, we will do something like this. So we don't create the tally every time going back to the tally. We will just put it here in a different color so that we know that once for all multi ledger creation can be done instead of going and creating every time. So here we will do it as share Zerodha. Automatically it starts coming here, and I filtered it out for all the Zerodha transactions. So just have to do Control D, and all of this is done. So any such repetitive items you think will happen, you just have to filter for it and do this one. Filter. Now we will go and do that none. Okay. And we have some software related expenses. Okay, I see the not is not there. So again here, software expenses. We get it. MR Enterprises is another receipt again from them. So we can see here it's easy from the drop down. You can just select it and click enter. Bulk SMS, this is an expense. So you can just call it as a sundry expense. And this is another interest item. Okay, so again, interest or drawings. So let me show you again. So interest for sure we know that it occurs 4 times. So we'll just go here. Text contains int. So there you go. We have all the 4 entries that come to my yarn. So we can also do something like just straight away filter out for all the withdrawals that are filter by values. Welcome by condition, which is say less than 500. So anything that is there, it is spent less than 500. You can just select it. In this case, I don't have any. You can get the entire list and just straight away call it as drawings. So you don't have to individually again and again look at it. The next is some DSC purchase. Um, DSC purchase, which is an indirect expenditure. Payment from this one, there is some gift that is received. This is all a capital item. And this is cash. So these are all the cash deposits that have happened. Here in this case, all the cash deposits will come as a receipt entry and all the withdrawals goes as a payment entry. It is not going to be counted. Tally to Excel, there is again some software expenses, and again there is cash deposit. This is again cash. Instead of, we could have also chosen um, in the filter containing cash, and everything could have been done at once. Since I don't have much entries, I'm just doing it for the easy sake. We again have a DSC purchase. There you go. So this mapping to each of the ledger accounts is done. So now all we have to do is we have to take the template, import template. Okay. So let me go to this. This is the bank statement that was received. Here in Office Document 1, Seminars PRPG Tally, we have bank statement template, which has to be copied and pasted into the respective client's folder. Okay, bank statement template. It will call it as bank import Tally. So quickly we can read the instructions that is already here. So simple, for all the payments, it has to be only in the debit column. So here you can see bank payment, it has to be only in the debit. For the simple reason that, for any payment, you debit the account, whatever comes here. And the column balance should be left blank, no amounts to appear. And in the gateway, recheck the financial year before we import it. You can try by pasting the template with the desktop and importing it so that it gets faster. Otherwise, even on the respective client folder, perfectly fine. Instead of contra, the same will be passed as a respective receipt and entry, payment entry as we discussed. Check if the bank account details are entered in the bank account ledger in Tally, such as account number, branch, IFSC code, etc., which is not a mandate, but if in case if you want to. Make sure the decimals are not more than 2 digits. So in this case, we have everything here. So let's go to the sheet and let's just count as 2 decimals. Okay, so the first one is let's import payment. We'll take the okay. So for payments, we need to only have the columns, the rows which has values in this. Anything which is 0 or blank, untick them so that we don't get it. There's nothing as blank. There's only zeros, which I just unticked. So here we get it continuously and we just have to copy it and paste it. Another step using template. We have to do it. Transaction, which is nothing but a narration. And tiny details, whatever comes in the bank statement basically. So we know for all the payments, we have to debit this. So all these are the ledgers that gets debited. And I'm sorry. So for all the bank payments, okay, so we're done with the filling up of the template and we'll save it. So all we have to do is go here, import to Tally. This is the template which we have filled. Let's go to security and we'll take the part of this. Okay. And now we'll go to Tally. Bank statement import. Click on this. Payments import. Now we have to paste the part from which it has to take. Now let's go back. So this is because of the remote desktop that I'm using. Copy and paste it to a remote desktop. So the sheet name. Payment button. Import to ICI7. Vouchers are imported successfully. So firstly, let's create those new accounts which was there. How do we create a bulk ledgers? Let's go to chart of accounts and here go to ledgers and here you can see multi masters and multi create and all items and you can see that we have colored it here. That is shares is zero down. This comes under investments. And next is software expenses. Software expenses comes under indirect expenses. in one go, we created both the accounts. How many ever accounts we want, we can create it in one go. So that is coming in multi-masters and multi-create. So one simple activity that we will have to do here is the date. Okay. So the date format here seems to be perfect. We'll just do the concatenate. Split text. Data. So what I did is the date format which was in this, I split it into 3 columns, and now we will use a concatenate for this. Take this and